2, 1. Good luck.
Ready.
And off we go.
Set. Go.
It is a bit of a bold pick from Endy, going into quite a mega heavy map on high ping. We saw yesterday in my match against Wilch how much that can backfire. Some of those megas he absolutely should have gotten on me. And serjG off to a relatively even beginning here. Endy a bit out of position. He has a gyro, not the power up you really want on this map. And serjG going to dominate the power ups. It looks like. Nope, doesn't take the super speed by pre-popping the mega, and Endy will be rewarded for that. High end strat on this map being to pre-pop the mega marble and then take a super speed and dominate the traversal with it. serjG making short work of these traversals, very good. Endy struggling a little. If I was serjG there, I would not have gone for that last yellow. Could have been a pretty big overcommitment. Would have demanded that you basically either don't get a blue or demand that you keep up with your opponent to the next spawn, which doesn't quite happen for him. I think he about broke even there. It could have been worse. And they're going to get aggressive on taking these last gems. Quite a raw game. Not many power-ups being used for traversals at the moment. Endy with a great line there. Okay, yeah, he's woken up, I can tell. And that's a great spawn for Endy again, just being able to roll straight over with the mega, ward serjG off. He's not happy about it. serjG not to be outdone though, he's going to get over there, and he's going to pick up most of the value. Yep, 4-1 on that spawn. Now Endy with the prep I was mentioning earlier. That's what you want to be doing on this map. Stellar line from Endy there. Still very close though, 1 minute to go. All it would take is 1 blue to completely swing this in serjG's favour. And he's going to get the most of that spawn, and that's right back to even. Nice line. Oh, repeat spawn. Endy wall hits, common mistake on this map, but he will still get the better end of the spawn, and he's going to have better momentum into the next one. serjG getting a little overcommittal on his exit line. Basically would have needed a spawn in that quadrant there for that line to have worked. Good mega, but again, Endy's pulled this back to about a 6-point lead, and it's going to take a little bit more than this from serjG to win, especially now that it seems like Endy has fully woken up. He didn't have a practice round before this, but yep, he's here now. Looks like that'll be game 1. Good showing from both of them. serjG very fast, Endy with some great defaulting strategies, and of course also very fast, and that will seal the deal. Round 1 going to Endy by a 10-point lead. Not small at all on this map, but a good showing from both of them. Right, now the hills. There you go. I don't know if you can talk. Probably like 2 AM where you are. Yeah, Jean making the same comment I did. All angles on EU ping for him was a very bold pick, but it works out. Definitely got the expertise to make it work. Going into the next match, we're going to be picking Zenith. Fully expected this one coming out of serjG after our warm-up match. He beat me on this. He's exceptionally strong at getting those middle blues. And he makes megas work in a way that most people aren't able to. He's very talented here. I don't know if this was a pick he had planned, or if my match with him just now gave him confidence. Because I did not play badly in that round at all. He was just very, very strong. Let's fix the server. And go to Zenith. Pulling out one of his best maps against Endy, trying to claw out some kind of win. We'll see if it pays off. Okay.
Ready.
Starting out with one of these sparse central spawns. Free pop gyro from Endy, I like it, but I think serjG doesn't quite get the line. serjG a better line there, he'd probably been able to get to that blue first. Probably would have gone for the gyrocopter first. Endy, good map knowledge, picks up the Sufi on the way in. He's gonna use it there rather than just falling. But he's gonna get a gyro to compensate for that decision. Tries to do the little sneaky between the platforms trick there. I don't think I've ever seen anyone actually pull that off in a game. serjG with the Mega, this is the power up he loves on this map. But Endy's going to get the better end of it. And that is a very good spawn if you are Endy in that position. He's already up by 15 points. Phenomenal line as well. Yeah, okay, he's playing this better than I did. And a nasty super speed as well. That's just toxic. Good power prep from serjG. But that's a really good blue if you're Endy. Wow. There is merit to camping those. Gives you a good line on basically everything, but can be hard getting up there in time for the next spawn. Nice use of the trim as well. Give himself good momentum. Yeah, he knows how to play this map, clearly. If you're serjG in this position down 30 at halfway, honestly, it's probably already time to start asking for some luck. Go position yourself across the map. Just start praying things spawn in your favor. Because you're probably outskilled here. Swinging further and further. He's going to get the blast down bottom, and he will get an alright spawn. That could have been a lot worse for him. Good blast, but he doesn't quite stick the landing. Now Endy's going to be the one going to the other side of the map, and he'll get punished a little. That's the look at this map for you. Okay, serjG with a little momentum now. The blue. And, yeah, clinical. Like, serjG kind of needed that one. And he isn't going to get it. He's going to get megaed. Kind of in, like, the perfect direction. But that is pretty much game, set, match. Endy kind of putting on a masterclass of how to play this. And a good prediction as well, knowing he's going to gyro onto the yellow. Wow. serjG will win that spawn, but yeah. I mean, it was over about a minute ago at this rate. Very clean line from Endy there as well. Going to be up about 45 points by the end of this. So the next one is just buying time. And just a phenomenal line as well. Super speeds, was it super jump into mega, into picking up a super speed and then getting 4 points due to the size of the mega. Oh my god. Phenomenal stuff. But I'd love to see his perspective on that match. Wow. Might be in a super speed into mega, actually. Oh, going back. New room. Well, match point at this point for Endy. And it's his pick. At this point, if you're Endy, you probably don't pick one of your better maps. You've seen how you stack up against serjG. Pick anything that would complement your strengths, and you'll probably be fine. Knowing he has some opponents where he might want to pull out some of his best maps. DK being very fast, for instance. Waiting on the serjG pick. I tell he's not very happy by his comments in the Tawny hype. He did play very, very well in our match, but I guess it just turns out Endy is very in tune with how to play Zenith, to say the least. And it's going to be Treasure Box. Yeah, that's kind of what I was on about. Pick a map where it just plays to your strengths and you'll probably be fine. Expecting this will be... I'd love to be wrong, but I'm expecting this will probably be one of those good old Treasure Box PD results. Most of the times when you see this picked out, it's intended for that purpose.
Ready, set, go.
Endy with the early mega, will he get much use out of it? He will, being able to ward serjG off. Yeah, I think Endy with a little bit of connection difficulty there, but very nice line from him. Very controlled. It's gonna go a little out of control though. Good mega hits from serjG, but Endy coming right back in with his own 6-point lead to start. Good prep from serjG there. He's got the blast, he has the super speed. Endy with a double mega. Doesn't really land the hit, and it's going to stay about even. Surge, I believe, will hit there. That's going to net Endy basically all the gems here. Seeing that lead kind of climb already. Surge wanted to go for that last red. He bails out, but he spent Blast as a consequence. Good line from Endy. And he will, I think, yep, still comes out on top despite Surge having a Mega. He's just very fast there. Surge knowing now, though, to take those Megas, don't let Endy get them quite as easily. Which is good play. He's a little disoriented, I think. Good blast from Endy as well. Wow. Strong performance so far on all fronts. He's going to do the same prep tactic as we saw on all angles. Surge. Wall hits. Endy doesn't get the line he would have liked, and he's gonna wall hit off the boxes again, and that's good news for Surge. But 20 points down already. He needs to be starting to pull out some Megas, pull out some Blasts and Super Speed to try and make something happen. He didn't quite get hit there. He is slowly reeling it back. Leave it, Surge. Ah, that's pain. One of the better spawns he could have gotten in this position, but it's still going to go the way of Endy. Back to a 20-point lead. And Surge just trying to figure out how to get over there and knock Endy away, but that Mega Marble was a bit too far. You can tell the map knowledge difference between these two is quite large, it seems. Yeah, that was a very well-aimed Mega there from Endy, and I imagine he wants to, yep, just run down the clock a bit. Happy to go back and get one red. He'll be in good position by the time the next spawn is up. And it's going to stay right there. Wow. Honestly, good idea from Surge over there. Staying far, staying in an area of the map where there's a lot of high-value spawns. Just try and pray for a bit of luck, but it's not going to happen. Endy gets hit. Surge will dominate this, but at this point we are kind of asking for a miracle for Surge to win. Endy just making short work of these traversals every single time, it seems. Yeah, phenomenal. Very aggressive play from Endy, and he's going to go right back for another swing at Surge, and he'll hit, but I think it doesn't really do much. Not that it needed to at this point. One last blue. Little blast there to ward Endy off. He's going to super speed through, and I think I share it. And that will be game. Phenomenal performance from Endy here. Surge definitely with some very good plays himself. Performed exceptionally well on all angles. Zenith, he also played well on. I guess you just don't pick that into Endy ever. And this was probably a map difference, map knowledge difference.